Well, let's see. Do they mutual aid the call? Of course they do. Yeah, 310, 920. Turn that down a little bit. And so yeah, welcome. We're looking at some line segments moving through the area. It's expected linear system moving through. This is going to be just ahead of a cold front. Temperature started the day earlier at about 72. We're down to 66. And these are riding the front. These storms are all riding the front. As you can see, nice little bit of forcing there. And there's a kink in the line right now down near Weirton, West Virginia. Weirton, and I want to say Landon Danovich is going to be on that. Yeah, Landon Danovich down there, good friend of the channel. Been doing work with him for years on the social medias. Let me see if there's anything I can do about that audio delay. Let me pull up. That wasn't what I was trying to do. There we go. Let's take it down a little bit, the audio for the mic. Is that live? Live. Live. Let's try that. Am I still live now? Can someone give me a read back on if you can hear my audio? Betcha it's pretty bad. There we go. NDI caught up anyway, so it's not a big deal. Okay, we're currently headed west on 422. We're headed towards the 79 corridors. This would be the most interesting location. I might stop up at 422 and 79, wait and see what we're looking at as this moves in and the direction it's moving. It's going to be due north-northeast as this line plows on through. And what are the expected threats for today? Well, mostly straight line wind. There was some discussion of isolated damaging tornadoes, low end tornadoes. Just looking at the way everything's set up right now, I'm not 100% sure if that's going to happen at all throughout the region, but if it does, we'll be out. Realistically, kind of just looking at straight line winds. StormNet wind guidance giving over about the next hour some chances at straight line winds along that corridor. We're just going to kind of go hang out up here and see what happens briefly before we decide to run the corridor or go back home because it sucks. We're close enough to do any of that, any of it. Did I just change my lighting? I sure did. All right, let me go ahead and put that back. Streamlabs, Vince Lewis from Ohio, if I remember correctly. Any severe weather in Ohio? No, not really. Not really. None of this has produced any severe today as it's moved through the area. And I know some of the Northeast Ohio guys were excited about some weather showing up in the area. I feel like total hell. I bet you my blood sugar's through the roof. Got to do something about that. Got to do something about that. As we can see, the fall foliage, leaf change up on the trees here, and we're moving into high color, moving out of the moderate into high with some of these trees. And man, this fall foliage season has been very, very hard to to predict and very hard to work around. It's been hell. Go ahead and scroll back down to that. All right, how are we there? How are we there? Peaking? Peaking? Peak! Peak! Get it to drop below level. Okay, we'll put it at 80%. Yeah, Vince, Ohio. I can't remember the name of the town. I remember I drove through it. Was it London? You live in London, right? Or Mentor? Was it Mentor? All right, just running the cycle test. Yeah, coloration is going high. We've been through the moderate. Now I believe we're probably in high by now. The foliage reports Kyle Cotner should have more to add in on that later. Yes, live. Cool. Oh, it's still the interior shot, isn't it? Good. Gotta forgive me here. Let's go with the main scene. 2-box. There we go. Not quite sure why the radar is not cooperating. There we go. Sorry about that. Mentor, Ohio. Gotta, remember I'm my own producer here. I don't switch the scenes; they don't happen. If anybody would like to be a remote producer or a moderator for the show, let me know. I already have one moderator, admin for YouTube. Not streaming to Twitch today. My Twitch feed failed when I went to log up, and it's just a thing of failing feeds today. My streams to Trovo, TikTok, and Twitch all failed on the initial launch, and Twitch failed today. The live Storms Media CDN failed today, so we're having issues. That won't stop me from bringing it to YouTube, X, and Facebook. And I believe Vince and Mentor there watches on YouTube. Yeah, he watches on YouTube. I can see the little icons. Driving through Moraine State Park on the way to 79. Is that an Impala? That actually looks good. To a degree. Still no big GM fan. So we're out in truck one today, currently sitting at 200,536 miles. where some of these trees are supposed to have been orange a week and a half, 2 weeks ago, and they're just showing some red budding. Got to get a new cable for that GPS unit. It is damaged. Will not properly feed GPS information into the scanner without it dying. It's just the things that you deal with when you maintain a fleet. Which truck you in today? That's going to be truck 1, Vince. Truck 1. The 2005 Jeep Grand Cherokee. The fully marked squad truck. Trucks 2 and 3 are also fully repaired. They are sitting. They are ready to go when needed, if needed. Hurricane season's kind of been a dud this year. That's what truck 3 was going to get used for, but not so much so anymore. However, it's not over yet. Currently Invest 98L down, preparing to enter the Caribbean Sea. Within the next 24 hours, I would imagine. From there, we should see organization, upscale development, and growth. Now, just what happens after it starts developing is going to be the question. None of the models are in agreement with each other at all. Ensembles are showing a recurve back out to sea in the Atlantic, and some of them are showing a southward turn down into Mexico, and some of them are showing it entering the Gulf of Mexico. So I guess we will find out what happens with that system as it matures. We are currently at 422 and I-79. Go over to the pilot here and just hang out for a second, watch the radar, see if anything interesting pops up. Seeing one little feature. Check back on the CDN and see if we can get in through there. thing creaks and groans, but it goes. Kill the ignition. Now, let me check the CDN again, and just for the giggles, let me turn off Wi-Fi. See if it'll do it purely on cellular. Okay, I think it actually is working now. Here, let's try this out. Okay, I need to change a couple settings here. Okay, that NDI cam is off. Let's go ahead, studio. Let's pull up exterior view. Go to the field view. Here, just so that no incidents occur. I think the fire alarm at this truck stop just went off. And of course the keyboard would disappear the second I need it. That's why I keep a Bluetooth keyboard here. There we go. Thank you, Austin, for fixing that. There we go. Of course it needs adjusted. Why wouldn't it need adjusted? I've only adjusted 1,000,000 times. Okay, good. Good, that's looking good. So let's scroll back up. Transition it. Keep an eye on this radar and I'll be right back. Okay. Kind of still evaluating this threat. And I wouldn't even really call it a threat, but evaluating what we're doing here. We are evaluating what we're doing here. Let me pull up the radar. That line's evaporating. Maybe we'll head north. We'll take a look. We'll see what's going on with it. Tell you what, we could go over into Portersville, right over here, sit and wait. Let's see. Kind of gauging some wind here. I mean, we're in a pretty good location for wind. It's not looking spectacular. I think Portersville. Could go over into Portersville, just hang out on the main street there. Right over there. special marine warning out. And Vince, you were absolutely right about the NHC on those probs for Invest 98L. Absolutely correct. No, Ford Explorer parked right in front of me. Gary Barker, I think I'm parked right next to you. What are you driving? Let's go ahead and refresh that view. Did I lose my forward-facing camera? Love that. And nobody is looking up. Everybody is looking down at their feet while they walk. Right in front of oncoming traffic. There's plenty of oncoming traffic. Very busy little truck stop here. Portersville isn't too terribly far, and I'm going to try to get you a camera. I'm going to try to get you a camera view up, no matter what. I don't know why it's being like this. Let me check the LSC and see if I'm even going out to it. No chasers are currently live streaming, except for me. Now I'm up there again. There we go. Don't know why that was. Back to the radar right there. All right, now let me pull up that box scene for you. 4Runner, stay safe out there. Yes, there was a 4Runner parked right next to me back there, Gary. Thanks, bud. I'm not expecting anything too terribly dangerous today. Those are famous last words, but stopping by. Thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel here. So we're moving our way on into Portersville. Home of the Portersville Steam Show. Home of McConnell's Mills State Park. It's right there. LSM CDN stream camera up. Don't know why it wasn't working earlier. Oh, it's frozen again. Yeah, I'm going to do something about that. This stream ingest isn't really working that well. So I'm going to do something about that right up here. next to a gray 4Runner back there. Silver 4Runner gray, whatever you want to call it. This is just so meh. Alright. Get off the side over here, over near this nebulous Trump building. Alright, and let me see if I can correct what's going on right here. We're just going to stop streaming to the CDN because it doesn't have any effect on me one way or another. Close that down. And no, not turn it off, but there we go. Get the other camera out. NDI. We're just going to go back to using NDI. That's all. Turn on NDI. Let's go down here to the NDI windows. And then we'll pull up, you guys won't see this, but we'll pull up the field view and frame. And we will unjam NDI there. Bring it back. And there we are. There we are. Is that back up and working? Get a good adjustment on this one. Boop. Okay. It is able to capture a wider field of view. All right. So, we're in Portersville, hanging out. And see that radar. I want to pace this down 79 a little. None of these kinks in the line are kinky enough to do anything. Back and hop on 79 south. I am going to crack the window. It's a bit warm in here. Defrost. Keep that windshield clear.
Chance of rain 50%. For Monday night, mainly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Southwest winds 5 to 10 miles an hour, becoming south after midnight. For Tuesday, showers likely. Highs about 60. South winds 10 to 15 miles an hour with gusts up to 25 miles an hour. Chance of rain 70%. And for Tuesday night, showers likely. Lows in the upper 30s. Chance of rain 70%. And now, taking a look at the extended forecast. For Wednesday, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Highs in the lower 50s. For Wednesday night, mostly cloudy with a 50% chance of showers. Lows in the upper 30s. For Thursday, a chance of showers in the morning, then showers likely in the afternoon. Highs in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 70%. For Thursday night, mostly cloudy. Rain showers likely, mainly in the evening. Lows in the lower 30s. Chance of rain 70%. For Friday, partly cloudy with a chance of rain showers in the morning, then partly sunny in the afternoon. Highs in the mid-50s. Chance of rain 40%. For Friday night, partly cloudy in the evening, then becoming mostly cloudy. Patchy fog after midnight. Lows in the lower 30s. And for Saturday, partly sunny. Highs in the mid-50s. Strong wind gusts this afternoon. A line of gusty showers will accompany a cold front across the region. Sustained wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the southwest will occasionally gust between 30 and 40 miles per hour through the afternoon. Wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour are possible in the briefly heavy rain showers. There is still modest potential for isolated gusts of up to 60 miles per hour. Severe thunderstorm warnings will be issued if such gusts become likely. Strong winds can blow around loose and unsecured objects. Ensure that all outdoor decorations, furniture, and other objects are either secure or brought indoors. Strong wind gusts this afternoon. A line of gusty showers will accompany a cold front across the region. Sustained wind of 10 to 20 miles per hour out of the southwest will occasionally gust to between 30 and 40 miles per hour through the afternoon. Peak wind gusts of 40 to 50 miles per hour are possible in the briefly heavier rain showers. These strong gusts will likely arrive after 4 p.m. These stronger gusts may be more persistent in eastern Tucker County and last into tonight. A wind advisory may be issued for the curve. There is still some modest potential for isolated gusts of up to 60 miles per hour during the late afternoon. Severe thunderstorm warnings will be issued if such gusts become likely. Strong winds can blow around loose and unsecured objects. Ensure that all outdoor decorations, furniture, and other objects are either secure or brought indoors. 3 p.m. at Butler County Airport, rain was falling. Temperature 64 degrees, dew point 62, relative humidity 93%. Wind south at 14 miles an hour, gusting to 21. Pressure 29.55 inches and rising. Weather conditions across northwestern Pennsylvania. Ceiling level cloudy 64 degrees. At Franklin Regional Airport, rain was falling. Temperature 64 degrees, dew point 59, relative humidity 83%. Wind southwest at 15 miles an hour, gusting to 22. Pressure 29.53 inches and rising. Near light rain and fog 65. Wind continuing east to 71.
Oh boy. What's up here? Somebody wrecked. heard anything on fire radio about down there. Guys, so there's a wreck behind us going the other way to the south. Came back to go to 422. There appears to be a big rig stuck at the bottom of the exit ramp down there, so not going to get off down there. Let's see, let's go up to Slippery Rock. Let's go up to Slippery Rock. That'll be the next place we can jump off. That's the next foreseeable place we can jump off. It's soup. The truck is underpowered. People are getting stuck and wrecking all over the place down here. Maybe we'll take the bait back on Route 8. We'll take it south of Route 8. We're already passing in the top end of this through the I-79 corridor, and I-79 is blocked going the other way, so south on Route 8. This is the spirit of second season right here, folks. This is what second season looks like for the most part. Guys, I'm gonna be honest with you here. This might not even be worth streaming for. I don't think it is. Second season has been a colossal disappointment so far. The Atlantic hurricane season's been a colossal disappointment. Second season's been a colossal disappointment. My disappointment is immeasurable, and my day is ruined. This feed when we get further back, because man, there's just nothing going on. I mean, look at this right here. Look how messy that is. I thought we'd at least get some wind gusts out of the wind. We're not getting anything. Not getting anything, my man. Look at that. Horrible. I mean, we can switch to velocity. There we go. It's the NDI cam. There we are. Yeah. Switch to velocity, you know, it's not really even that impressive. This weekend it sucked. Thought I was going to Tennessee, Arkansas, Missouri. Wound up looking like a bad event. It kind of was. Glad I didn't go. But didn't go to work because of that. And I didn't get the hours of work. And now this showed up for Sunday and it's looking like garbage. I don't know what to say. Colors are looking nice, that's about it. I bet you if you look at the props on the Storm, things have waned off. I bet you. That up here in the town of Slippery Rock. Big college town. Renter's insurance made easy. David Longo serving you. Apparently there's some big drama going on right now with that guy's mayoral election, council election, collection, something like that. There's an old friend of his that lives in like Florida or something, or New Jersey, is posting death threats or talking smack, and it might not be real, and I don't know. This is Pennsylvania politics. I'll stop the sheets up here, and I'll pull up a browser window. We'll take a look at the StormNet probs. If the StormNet probs have tanked out, I'm done. At least I didn't have to go far to be disappointed this time. But we'll take a look. Surface level flooding. I might stay on long enough to go over by the college and see if those ditches down there are going to flood out. Because usually that's pretty good, and usually it'll trap a car or two. $3.19 and 9/10 of a cent. That's how they get away with just not putting $3.20 on the sign. What a garbage setup. You know, what are you gonna do? Go right here, pull up a browser. Pull up a browser right here. Here we go. And let's pull up a Chrome window. Okay. And let's go with StormNet. Tornado risk is extremely low, and we're sitting right in the middle of it for this hour. It moves off to the east. I'm not going out there. You're talking 10 o'clock at night? Let's take a look at wind risk here. Let me make sure you're seeing it, and you're not. Window capture. Okay, there we go. That's what I'm talking about right there. I want to talk about StormNet. So I'm going to show you tornado risk. It's the risk layer. There we go. That's current tornado risk. We're looking at right around 10%. And it just moves off. And bear in mind, your StormNet risk factors are a lot different from your SPC risk factors. 10% is nothing on StormNet. Let's take a look at wind risk. Wind risk, just south of here, pretty good risk. That's going to move out down 422 and be gone over the next few hours. Now check this out. Here's your lightning risk, and the answer is no. These aren't even really thunderstorms. These are just gusty power showers. So I just wanted to show you guys that. There we are. There we are. Now, guys, give me a second. I'm back in the seat here. Back in the seat here. Nice MagnaFlow exhaust system. There we are. OG out Aura farming on I-80 again. Yeah. That's me, Alistair. You know it. Alright, what are we going to do? So we're going to be in and around Slippery Rock right here. All I really want to do is come down here by the college and take a look at this this little creek, because the drainage isn't good down there. It has a tendency to overflow and flood the street. And if that's fine, dudes, I'm probably going to go offline, because this is a terrible event. So here we go. Let's go out. Let's go over. Let's see the college. This truck is 20 years old. It does not have a backup camera. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier. Totally. No, it's not like a 70s car at all. I've had those. It's not like a 70s car at all, but it is pretty elderly for the modern age. Let's just kind of gently force this person in the Mazda into going. Alright, we'll go down by the college, which is up here. So far, though, nothing severe. Absolutely nothing severe.
99, Bravo response, 138, Montgomery Street, Department of Control. 52-year-old male there. Back in the wheelchair.
As you know, just looking at StormNet guidance. Stuff is actually pretty accurate usually. And it's saying a whole big bunch of nothing for the whole area for today. Don't even get into pale yellows, man. They don't even get into greens. What is that? So nothing above 10 to 15% as far as tornado or wind threat is concerned. And quite honestly, unless this thing has a hell of a jet behind it, I'm not seeing it. I haven't felt it. I've been seeing these flags the whole time. There's the McDonald's flag flying in the breeze. But, you know, Ocean City, Maryland, back in August was windier than this. All right, here's a little creek that always floods out down here. We had a little bit of surface level flooding up there on the streets leading to Slippery Rock, so it's worth checking on. We haven't had much rain in a long time, so we need the rain, but let's check it out. Be down here in this gully. Oh, this is all rebuilt. We got some surface level stuff up there. I see. But still, that water is way down in there. So no real risk of flooding there. No real risk of flooding at all. Guys, there is nothing happening. And I mean that. Nothing happening. So I'm going to turn the rest of this. Bridge closed. I'm going to have to turn around anyway. Lovely. We'll do it right here. What is this? Is this the ice hockey barn? I think this is the barn. Slippery Rock Baptist Church. Okay, no, this is a church, not the barn. All right, I'm gonna throw in a little bit of a different view, and I'm gonna turn on some music, and we're gonna make the rest of this a drive stream because I'm going home. There's nothing to chase. Nothing's gonna happen. Nothing's going on. I don't really understand why they assigned a risk factor to this at all. This is abysmal and embarrassing. So going home. Enjoy the drive stream though. We're gonna get some music up in here and you know, chill out for a little while. All right, guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for watching, especially that last little part, drive stream. After all this, just kind of took a big old fart all over everything. And you can see those wind velocities, those wind speeds are moving, but I'm not going after them. Screw that. You know, I'm not chasing central Pennsylvania anymore. Or eastern Pennsylvania. Screw that. Not doing it. Not doing it. So as we chug along through second season, I thank you guys for watching. Thanks for sticking with us. Special thanks to our sponsors of Welcome Home Property Management, Butler, Pennsylvania, 412-716-2108. There's a new phone number coming here shortly as soon as I remember it. I believe it to be 991-724-991-0618, I believe. Don't quote me on that, though. Welcome Home Property Management, all of your home care needs there, caring for your home, not your relatives, your home itself. Landscaping, lawn care, handyman services, and the new holiday bright lights by Forever Lighting. Be sure to stop by and check those out on Facebook, Welcome Home Property Management. Of course, also our friends at WeatherWise. That's weatherwise.app. Get the best radar software there is. Weatherwise.app. As a matter of fact, I believe we still have weatherwise.app right there. Yeah, we do. We do, right there. See that? That's weatherwise.app. And of course, thanks to our friends here at Mobile Must Have. Thank you to Mobile Must Have. Roam Link by Mobile Must Have aggregates all of the major cellular carriers and puts them into one stream of use. Very, very gracious sponsor of our show. Love those guys. Go ahead, stop by and check them out. MobileMustHave.com. Check out that Roam Link Connect plan. Roam Link Connect plan. You'll be able to get one low price for unlimited data, and the router, the PepLink router, is free. As long as you have the service, it is free. So, MobileMustHave.com. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Be sure to stop by and check us out, KeystonePrime.us. Thank you for all of our regular viewers and our new viewers, including that guy who was within 10 feet of me. And until next time, I'm Beatty and Barry, Keystone Prime, and I thank you for watching.